Okay guys, this is Eagle Scout Sportsman here, and I know what this looks like, but it isn't what it looks like. What does it look like? Maybe it is. I don't know. But trust me. No, maybe don't trust me. I don't know. But you got me. You got me. I'm not wearing a life jacket. I'm sorry. Because I don't need to. That's why. Because in this video, I'm going to do a video about my kayak fishing setup. So, let's get into it. Alright, so, here's a view from the front. Let's go ahead and start by getting into what we got on the kayak. Very front, I got my tackle box, my tackle bag, whatever you want to call it. I just got one bungee cord attached to get to the kayak. By this eyelet on this side, and this eyelet on the other side. Then, go ahead and move this way. We have one rod holder. This is the rod holder I use when I'm trolling, usually because it's out of the way when I paddle. Then we got a rod holder on this side. This is what I use when I'm just sitting anchored. I'll put my rod in there. We got a port. Those are two scupper holes right there and right there. Just a tip for all you kayakers. If you ever get water that comes up through your scupper holes, or you just want to keep water out, use grocery bags like I've got here, and here, this one fell out, and stuff them in there, because as you can see I've got them in the back here too. They actually work and they're free, because you get them when you go to the grocery store. Then we got the obvious paddle with my paddle leash. It's a dog leash. Just looped it here on my handle. There's one of these here and there. So as you can see on this side, I got my anchor trolley, which is carabined there, so that while transport it doesn't flop all over the place. Got my seat, as I said, grocery bags in the scupper holes. This is actually a very comfortable seat. I got one that had the bottom pad, some of them don't anymore. As well as when I got my kayak, I got these rod holders that with a quick draw, just like the Cabela's, came with it. And actually, that rod holder came pre-installed. I already had that when we got the kayak. Came with one rod holder. And I found a second rod holder by looking at Cow Ranch. It came off one of their kayaks, and they'd already sold the kayak. So I asked them if I could buy it, and they said yes. So, moving on back again, we have two rear rod holders, there and here. On this one, I have got a rod in it. And as you can see, behind, I have one of these flag holders that goes and holds my outrigger. This outrigger is actually pretty easy to make. When it's in the water, it'll sit flat on the ground. I had to raise it, but when it's all the way down, it'll sit flat on the water. Pretty simple how we assemble this. Just have your flag holder and have a piece of PVC pipe, bringing it out from the kayak, an elbow, small piece, a T, and on either side comes out. Had to use another T because it had a flat top, whereas this would not have a flat top. So we had to use a T. We have a washer right here that's under the nut. The nut goes down here, there is another washer, and on the bottom we have the bolt, obviously, a washer, a lock washer, and the nut on either side. That's how both outriggers are built. Okay, then we have what I call my survival stick. Basically, this is a stick that is, originally, I made this stick as a survival kit. It's made out of PVC, but then I went and I said, I'm gonna add a couple features to it to make it more for safety. As you can see up there, I've got a solar light. I'm working our way down. That's actually built into a cap. I have another cap I can put on there if I don't want it. Then I have this safety flag, which is actually a windsock that I sew myself. Then in this particular pole, the stick is separated into 3 main parts. There's the top, there's the middle, which is separated in 3 parts itself. Then there's the bottom. That is for a certain reason. We'll get to it when we will eventually get to it. This top part has a survival blanket in it, wrapped in PVC pipe. Work our way down. This one, as well as that one, has a bandana with safety clips. That is so in case if I have to make a splint, I can. That's also one nice thing about this survival pole. In this part, I have a small fire starting kit. In one, I have a first aid kit. And in the other, I have a flashlight, I believe. If you want me to make another video specifically about the survival pole, I can. But let's cover the outside. This is the tripod seat, which is why this is made into the 3 main parts. So you take the top part, you take these 3 smaller parts, and you take the bottom part, do a tripod lashing, then you can take this off and that will go on top. Another bandana, splint, whatever you want to call it. And also I put a tool retractor on here. If I need to, I can put pliers or a knife or something right here, so that I can easily reach up and grab it while I'm sitting in the seat. And also, again, I can do one video just covering the stick, but as you go down, the safety pins go big, medium, small sized. Then the stick is held by 1 bungee cord at the top and 2 bungee cords at the bottom. One here, these black ones, which are on the milk crate. Let's go over the milk crate. Milk crate on this side has, of course, the safety stick. It has this is my fish basket held on by a carabiner. In the front of the milk crate, I have a fanny pack, which works very nicely. I have a little bit of bait. I've got some carabiners and some drink mixes. If I want to have those, they're easy to access while I'm on the water. Then, on this other side of the milk crate, we have got a fish game and a fillet knife. right on top here, we actually have this dollar store shoebox, which is bungee corded over here with these dollar store bungee cords. Very useful. Let's go to the other side so I can show you what's inside. Undo this bungee cord. Go ahead and let those drop. Here's the PVC pipe, PVC cap that goes on the top of the safety stick. Usually I would put this in my pouch. I'll just let that drop for now. So my dollar store shoebox. This is for smaller items that I want easy to access. In here I have a sponge for getting little bits of water out. Have a tackle box. I have some smaller bungee cords. Alright guys, sorry about that. I ran out of storage, so I had to go delete some things. Not sure where I'm at, so I'll go ahead and just restart here. I got my sponge. I have a tackle box. This is a dollar store click on and off light. Have some smaller bungee cords. And I have this little rag. It all stores in this dollar store shoebox, which is held onto the milk crate by some dollar store bungee cords. So this goes, attaches like that. Looks like the other one fell off. So go ahead. Got to undo this one so we can open the inside of the milk crate. Actually, I forgot to cover one thing. This is the top. This milk crate is divided into 2 or 3 parts, and it is made by 2 milk crates. There is the top part, which we just covered. So you went and cut it off here, right there, and then the rest is at the bottom. So if I can have something I'm okay getting wet, I can put it down there. Whereas these things are a little bit elevated, so they're less likely to get wet. Both the top and the bottom are held together by one of these ball bungee cords, and that opens. So, on the inside here, I've got an extra plastic bag, whether it be for a scupper hole, holding fish, or whatever I need to. I have my anchor and my anchor line, which is wrapped around a Christmas light holder, Christmas light storage thing, whatever you want to call it. Then I have a package, a container of bungee cords. Guys, I am a firm believer in bungee cords. They are definitely very useful as far as for holding things down, if you haven't noticed from my kayak already. Okay, then the last thing I want to cover is I've got this strap, which is from the fanny pack. If I want to put like one of my fishing boxes down there, I can. And then on each of the front corners, I have this from, let's see, this one is a ball bungee cord, which holds my knife. And this one is just a small black bungee cord. And on the inside, both of them hold my rod holders. When I have to take them out, they hold my rod holders. Then I go ahead, just take that and attach it. You can do it with one hand, as I just did. Back over to the other side, I have this piece of PVC pipe right here. It's bungee corded down to one of my eyelets. And basically, this is for my umbrella. So that I can take this, I can rotate it if I need to. See, that'll adjust. If I need it to, it'll just a little bit, but not a whole bunch. And that just goes into my other rear rod holder. Then I've got my outrigger, as I've already showed you. The milk crate is held by 2 bungee cords that are held in the eyelet. Then on this side, we got that is my shallow water anchor, my stakeout pole. Basically, I took 2 old broomsticks that didn't have a top. This is a coupling, and then I went and duct taped it to hold it shut, or to hold it. It's actually very sturdy. So far I haven't used it. Then I took and I kind of whittled the end of this, of a paint roller. Over here, I've got my anchor trolley. I took the ball, bungee cord, a carabiner, and these plastic pulleys. This is attached to my handle eyelet with 550 paracord. Back down to here. I keep a carabiner. It clips into this. This is an O-ring, a binder ring. I clip it there so that it doesn't flop around too much while we're traveling. 550 paracord. Just runs the length around here. And the same setup of a pulley and a carabiner that's attached to the ball bungee cord. So, take one last look from the other side. Thank you for watching my kayak fishing setup for my lifetime Tamarack 120 angler, or my lifetime musky angler, whichever you want to call it. This is Eagle Scout Sportsman, signing off for now.